said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Texas Longhorns offense will have first crack at this one. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Got his man quickly. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense in hurry-up mode. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Caught in the backfield, it's Simon. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. They just keep firing. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
This is a great play by the defensive back, and I think one of the hardest things to do as a DB is you're covering the receiver deep down the field, your back's to the play, and you've got to turn your shoulder, locate the football, and then swat it away. That DB did an outstanding job in coverage.
So Georgia's offense will have its first possession of the game. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line, a group of ballers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though.
There he goes. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintained his discipline, not much doing on that return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Got his man in the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The Longhorns will hustle to the line.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You could tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Still on his feet. Continues to fight for yards. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And 3rd and 1, you know they're running the football. It's just a matter of who's getting it and where they're going. But this offense, it really didn't matter. Nice job up front, nice execution, picking up not only the one, making it an even bigger play and getting the first down.
And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. 2nd down coming up.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Complete to the right. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Third down coming after the incompletion. To the air, it's Hawkins. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The lone back's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
Power football with the run. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33. Let's take a little step back and have a look at Georgia. When you break into the top 5, halfway through the season, you've been flying under the radar, and that is no longer an option. I want to see if this team can stay focused with all the attention they're getting.
And that's what's pretty cool about their season. Like, they're starting to get respect. They've started to earn that. I think we just got to realize, Palmer, halfway through the season, you don't get any trophies. That doesn't exist.
You just got to keep doing what you're doing, right? It's been working to get to this point, to get that number beside your name, to get everybody's attention. Now's not the time to freeze up and start getting nervous because you've got the spotlight on you. You've got to keep playing the game the way you've been doing it the first half of the season.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's Nolan. Gets it out fast.
In college football, you see this a ton now. You use a quick passing game, basically as the running game. Get a few yards, get your offense ahead of the sticks, keeps it on pace for success.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number one, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
Georgia sends out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Got enough for the first. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload.
Turning it on! And he was off to the races, finally tipped up at the 36. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Wood. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. It's Hawkins. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The Longhorns had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Try to march their way in. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
This is what you love to see from your red zone defense now. You're making the opponent go backwards. Really nice stop on the run, a TFL. Now you got a big 2nd down. Here probably expecting the offense to throw with a little bit more room to work with.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Play number 10 on this drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Bring in the heat. Back's looking for the goal line. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Hold on.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. This is a money play on 3rd and goal. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn!
And that's how you bail your offense out, David. In a goal-to-go situation, you've been going backwards here a little bit, but you've got a quarterback that can take the game over with his legs. Great job scrambling for the touchdown.
I mean, it's uncanny. He's just got a knack, and it's so frustrating to play defenses against guys like this. I've got the right defense dialed up. I'm there to make a play for my team, but he's too good, and he makes a guy miss, and he takes it to the end zone. This guy's just an absolute headache.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Hand off from the shotgun. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off the play fake. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Scanning the field, it's Nolan. Firing to the right, complete. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Georgia! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
On that RPO play, I don't hate the decision by the quarterback not to hand it off and throw it deep down the field. I just don't like the throw. Not an accurate throw. He never got his feet back underneath him after riding the running back and not handing it off. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals to hit that throw because that play was there to be made.
Quickly to the tight end. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Off play action. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes a grab on the shot. And he Picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. Give to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. And the Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Out of the gun to give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
The give is to Williams. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best.
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Missouri has the lead right now. Columbia has just been jumping all week, but this game is hardly over. There is time left on that clock. They're up by 4 over Auburn. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition, and if anything big...
Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. And they force a negative play.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. They'll try to run for it. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. Georgia lining up to punt it away. Makes the catch and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Here comes the Texas offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He'll do it himself. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fakes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but He just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And after putting an earlier field goal up, they'll try it again, this time a 45-yarder. And it's right down the boulevard. It's now a 1-point game, 14-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down mark. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on 1st down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge game down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts. Small gains, great tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give on the option. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Back to throw, it's Nolan. A little screen to the running back. Turns it on at midfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The pull and throw off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Offense in the hurry up. To the ground with the back.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the wide receiver. Unloads quickly. There he goes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Here's the handoff. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking downfield, it's Nolan. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, and not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hawkins. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Going to swing it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Proctor. And they'll knock him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far from Austin today. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see 2 offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust.
So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. They'll start in the third quarter with the run. Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
From inside the 40 at the 37, it's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to scramble. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say it's out of bounds, an incomplete pass.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
To the air, it's Nolan. This time it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Georgia going up tempo. Looking to throw for it. That's caught. It's Wilder. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or 2 miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense. Where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking downfield on first down. He's got him. Breaks into the open. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, they could have flipped that field in a hurry, right? They've given up some yards. They're sitting in their own red zone. A chance to make a big play. Yeah, he could have made that interception and could have flipped this field.
Give out of the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, I want him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Back to throw, it's Nolan. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Dogs moving quickly to the line. He'll set up to throw. Here's the pressure. Touchdown, Dogs! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. The offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs through a tackle. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Caught in the backfield, it's McCutcheon. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And the Longhorns will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers, David.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
The Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To throw, it's Nolan. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Now on offense, you're trying to get your running back involved here in the passing game, and obviously no success on that play. Defense seemed like they were aware of it, and all of a sudden you've set yourself up in a tough position here on third.
And the Bulldogs come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Caught behind the line. It's Powell. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. Georgia sends out the punt team. Hauls it in, looking for space. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
The play-action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, it's Nolan. They're working that left side. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure.
There he goes. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for a crease. It's Powell. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
On the play. 1st and goal, Georgia.
We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Georgia! And the punishment has been extended. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And they tack on the extra point. It's 35-13.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he's coming out of the end zone. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. The quick out. Forced out of bounds right at the 20-yard line, and that's the kind of play that can really get a drive going. The offense has it 1st and 10 from their own 20.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
2nd down, he'll throw it. The throw. That's reeled in. It's McCutcheon. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Longhorns are on the move. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's got an open man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Makes the grab. It's McCutcheon. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And another broken tackle. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The Longhorns can really attack on this 2nd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Got it behind the line. It's Proctor. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
To the air, it's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive, David.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. On the move, he fires. He's got it. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Williams. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Fair catch is made, and they'll mark it at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And the Longhorns want to crank the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Still looking. He's going to take off. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hawkins. Rushes on him. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in
turning it on. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. And Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this offense all game long. They find themselves in a hole, but I love the aggressive nature. Keep taking shots. Keep trying to claw your way back into this one.
And this is is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over, like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Looking to throw again. Right on the money. Now the connection takes it to the 11. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Under fire. He's got it on the move. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate passing game like this has taken over college football, short to intermediate. So if they can find some of this, it'll help their offense moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
And the 4th down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football.
And I get it. That's for pride's sake. This game's over. Like, I know you're down and you try to mount drives, and sometimes you even try to get young guys in the game at this point. But now you're just fighting for pride and just letting them try not to get any more points on the score.
Got room to work. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Takes a handoff. It's Powell. They needed that extra space as he bangs his way to the 14.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played